Here is the other entity I spoke of, named Moonlight. This is the friend that I was referring to about brown skinned lady. This is an older woman who claims to have a certain level of success in her life, but spends majority of her day causing strife amongst content creators, people in the chat, and overall disruption and corruption on YouTube. I don't understand why this woman would spend this kind of time doing these devious things on YouTube, being that she is a businesswoman like she claimed. But by her own logic, she says she uses YouTube as a distraction. So that means to me that she uses YouTube as a vice to cause division amongst her own people, because majority of the people in this sector are black. Why, you might add, would somebody do something like this? Well, it's simple. This is somebody who, in their reality, doesn't get the attention that they wish they garnered like they do on YouTube. That's why they display such behavior like her counterpart, brown skinned lady, on YouTube, because these particular women don't garner that attention in their everyday life. It's sad to say, but it's reality. Because if they did, they would manage their time better, and they would also be very mindful of how they display themselves on the internet. That's why my brother called out the behavior, which in my brother's words, a panel hopper bopper and a chat prostitute. Now, I know those terms seem a bit brash, but that's just my brother. And I have to say, I agree with what my brother is saying. Such behavior should never, ever, be displayed, by women who consider themselves as mature and adults. Now, I seen the conversation that this lady had with my brother, and I didn't like the way it went. This woman displayed all the symptoms to what he was saying, and she fell right in line. She didn't understand that because she was too busy talking instead of listening. My brother wasn't trying to come at her maliciously. And when he tried to speak, this woman made sure she tried to overtalk him instead of listening, and wasn't trying to gain. She was basically, like my brother said, she was listening to respond instead of listening to understand. And that's a problem. I don't understand how this woman got by so far in life without having that kind of understanding, which leads me to believe that she slipped through the cracks. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and insinuate that this is somebody who's lonely, but I will say that this is lonely women behavior. Ma'am, my advice to you is to either get a cat or a dog if you have it, and wallow in your own sorrows. Now, I understand, and it's very unfortunate, but at the same time, these are things that these women need to hear to be told that their behavior is very unacceptable, and that there's no rhyme or reason to their actions. They just simply want to conduct themselves in this manner because they feel this is their actions of being a strong woman, which in no shape, form, or fashion is a strong woman. And it's very unfortunate. And being that these ladies display this type of action, this shows me that not only does it shows the behavior of men, preferably simp men, that simp for quote unquote cyber women that they've never met. It shows how weak men are. So in the words of brown skinned lady, she says that men such as my brother are weak and pathetic, but my brother displays none of the characteristics of the men that she surrounds herself with. She has men that's unemployed around her. She has men around her that are weak mentally, that only feel empowered when she's around. You have men around her that tell her when she's wrong and tell her when she's right when they know she's wrong, but they're too weak to tell her because they're afraid of what she might say to them. All characteristics of a weak man, which further helps me understand that these men are weak in real life. Because if you're weak on the internet with just typed words and videos, you have to be weak in reality. I'm sorry, it's a given. I crack myself up. I crack myself up. These guys are ridiculous. Oh, you guys are really going in on the chat right now. Yes, salute to Authentic 614. Dr. Dope Live. I'm also Dope Live's brother. Nice to meet you, sir. He's told me about you as well. These guys are so silly. They just want to come over to my chat and talk to me. You know, and I want to point out this as well, that my brother went on Brown Skin Lady's platform last night to talk to her and this young lady right here, and to show his gratitude because she was giving him such promotion on his music, which is great, by the way. Salute to Steph is Dope. That all the weak men in her chat, the ones who wasn't scary, hit the link to want to talk to my brother. Now, I understand my brother has an aura about him that people are either going to accept and some people are going to reject out of whatever kind of animosity that they have when my brother is being 100% transparent. So I'm starting to see the gentleman that wanted to speak with him, that quote unquote got off on him last night, appear today. Amazing. Salute to my brother, also Dope Live. You got him mad, bro. And a lot of these things, you know, that I look at between, and that is a great assessment too, Mr. Mike Jones, who Mike Jones. Brown Skin Lady and Moonlight are very well two women that might need some kind of, this could be out of sexual frustration. Some can have reason to believe, because if you look at these ladies' actions and how much time that they spend on this app, that could quite well be possible. So good assessment, Mr. Who Mike Jones. Very good assessment. That's great. You should think about you should really think about having trying to get a degree in character analysis. That was absolutely excellent, Mr. Who Mike Jones. Mr. Who Mike Jones, that's a great assessment. Yes, Mrs. Pittsburgh. Yes, that is a good assessment as well. The straightening that my brother also Dope Live provides, you know, it simply has these ladies in a frenzy. And that's just always been my brother's personality, you know. But he felt like if he couldn't convey the message in his way, that possibly his brothers, such as I, Dr. Dope Live, could do so as well. So, salute to you, Mrs. Pittsburgh. This is great. I'm having a lot of fun with you guys. I'm going to slide over here. Okay. All right. All right. Now, that was my character analysis on this young lady, Moonlight. Now let's move on to another character analysis.